Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Another day, hopefully another dollar. Cap Nation Live. Tuesday game day edition. Nothing here to watch. Keep on moving down the road. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have everybody tuning in. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. Tom tuning in, Mr. Bayer, Nick Rez, Jeff, Tar Heel Tim in the house. Brad, good morning. Joe Dirt. Nick Rez, Kyle B. The Funky Shark. And all the I told you so's come out. William tuning in via text. Thank you, sir. Greg, good morning. Uh-oh, let's hope that ain't the corona cough. Brad, good morning. Stetquap in the house, good morning, good morning. What is going on, everybody? Happy day after Monday Night Football. At least we tagged the over. Neverez says it's harvest day. Good morning, Neverez. Hopefully everybody's having a fantastic morning. Raymond, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Another day, another dollar. We're just getting ready to roll. I don't know about you guys, but I could use kind of a good day today. Yesterday overall, I can't say was a bad day, because it wasn't. Premium plays ended up splitting out, which always sucks when that happens. My personal plays had another winning day, 2-1. The only one we dropped was the Saints. System plays, we closed out 2 game 1 winners yesterday, one in the middle of the night on the Hunts Tigers. I can't complain there. They have now hit 30 straight system play winners. 46-2 runs, so I mean, I can't complain. But it definitely could have been a lot better than it was. Had the Saints not got outplayed and outcoached. That's a fact. Premium plays yesterday ended up splitting out. One on the Cubbies, as well as the over in Monday Night Football. Dropped the free play, which was on the St. Louis Cardinals. You know, Cardinals were up 1-0 pretty early, and they just never were able to get in those insurance runs, and they had so many opportunities too. Plenty of opportunities. And I just hoped and prayed later on down the road we weren't going to need it. And unfortunately, we needed it because they gave up some runs late, and they could never. I mean, they had chances. They just never pulled back in. Dropped that one. The Phillies team total over. that one definitely threw me for a curveball. I think it was in the 7th inning. We were at 5 hits, 5 walks, and only 1 run by virtue of a balk by Anibal Sanchez. It's funny, it seems every time I fade Anibal Sanchez lately, he pitches a gem for himself. Yet, whenever we don't, he absolutely implodes and gives up that 5 runs. So we'll get the timing back. That's just bad luck right there. Brad, do I have the Buccaneers beating the Broncos? I would imagine so. But I haven't really spent too much time diving into the NFL just yet for this week. I've done my preliminary work a little bit, which is not the full Monty. And I'll dive more into that a little bit later. Don't mind me adjusting the camera, trying to see which angle's the best, playing around with the toys. Keith Davis, good morning. Alex, good morning. Another I told you so. I love the I told you so's. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Matt, what's going on? Since just didn't show up? Absolutely. Yeah, Kyle, you and a couple other people picked the Raiders. Wasn't many, but there was a few. There was a few. Let me tell you, they're proud of themselves. The Raider backers are definitely proud of themselves this morning and last night. All the I told you so's showing up out of the woodworks. Showing up in my DM box. I love it. All right, so Tuesday. What do we got today? Well, first of all, NBA tonight. NBA, Lakers, and the Nuggets. Tomorrow we'll have the old Heat and Celtics again. And good old baseball, which is definitely winding down. Michael, good morning. Michael, you shouldn't tell me not to be late when you show up late yourself, but thank you for joining us, Michael. Glad to have you with us. I'm teasing, by the way. Jeff, you know they're going to be here. Absolutely. Scott says, bounce back Tuesday for sure. Raiders look impressive. I don't know if I would classify impressive. They're definitely missing some major holes. But they definitely put it together yesterday and outcoached and outplayed a quarterback who definitely struggled to hit his receivers. Drew Brees, some pretty basic passes downfield, not even downfield. Just completely missing some open passes, that was for sure. Probably would have been a different ball game had it been the Drew Brees of last year. Hopefully he's able to turn his game around, and this is not something to see for the rest of the future. Mike, always, I notice everything. I notice everything. Andre, good morning. Excuse me. That's twice I'm coughing. Let's hope it's not the corona cough. I did go to the grocery store yesterday, and I did touch apples. Rio C says he can't throw downfield. I agree. He's definitely starting to show cracks in his game. You notice against their secondary, all those check down passes yesterday? Definitely makes you wonder. And then he's missing some of the check down passes. Keith Davis dropping the knowledge for us, saying it's going to be real football this weekend with the SEC starting. Big boy football. Damn straight. Highlighted by Kentucky and Auburn. We also get some Big 12 football. Kansas State and Oklahoma. Florida and Ole Miss. Jeff, spray the Lysol, right? Georgia Tech, Syracuse. That game I am not looking forward to. Alex, I wouldn't say he was missing Michael Thomas because he had plenty of receivers. Now, Michael Thomas would be a great distraction because obviously there'll be times where they got to put two defenders on him and it leaves somebody else open. And it makes more opportunities for other people as well. But he couldn't hit his shots. I mean, there was basic check down passes that he was missing. Wide open down the field and he'd overshoot the receiver by a 20-foot mark. Jonathan, what's going on? Doing good, doing good. Oh, yay, by the way, good morning. Just seeing who's tuning in. So, yeah, definitely going to be a good weekend as far as college football goes. Mississippi State, LSU, Texas and Texas Tech, Georgia and Arkansas. Lane Kiffin getting his SEC debut as a head coach against the Florida Gators. The 5th-ranked Florida Gators, that is. Keith says, did the Pac-12 decide to play? Jeff's asking, Keith, what is the Pac-12? What is this Pac-12 you think or you speak of? The Pac-12 should I'll save my opinion to myself, but they're definitely making headway, that's for sure. The Oregon Ducks are back on the board to win the national championship. The 30-1 odds with the results of a season coming back pending. Be interesting to see what happens, but I would imagine they'd have to decide soon. I seen something, but this was over the weekend where the Pac-12 was considering coming back in January. Not sure how that would work. It wouldn't work. They'd have to come back way before that. Matthew, what's going on? Scott says Pac-12 will play after Halloween. That I do agree. See, because Juan, good morning. Here's the thing. All that NCAA money, the Big Ten decided to sit out because it just wasn't safe to play, right? Our scientists and our doctors say it's not safe to play. We're not playing. And we think everybody else should follow along. So the Pac-12 and their liberal ways, and if you're liberal or conservative, don't worry. You guys can still be my friend. I could care less who you vote for. I can care less who you pray to. to me, who you bet on would define our friendship more than who you vote for or who you pray to. All right? Let me put that disclaimer out there. It's raining. Huh. I think it's raining. I think that's what I hear. Exactly, the gambling gods. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's raining. It's wiping away all of our sins. I think I'm going to run outside and get wet because it doesn't rain in the desert. All right? It doesn't. I think we've had 2 rainy days in like the last year. Even the screens are turning off in the background. So guys, give me a minute. I got to fix the screens first of all. They turned back on. And before that rain starts, I got to get the holy water. I wish I could pan the camera out in the parking lot. Let me fix the screens. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Oh my Lord, it is raining outside. Nonetheless, I had to go get wet. All right. All right. Kyle, can we watch you work on the TV now? It's not even on the TV. I just had to turn something on over there. LT, good morning. Justice, you said backwards? I did kind of take a sidestep, so I guess it could be classified as backwards. But as you guys can see, I did get a little wet. It doesn't rain in the desert, so when that happens, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Yeah, Tony, St. Louis shit the bed. I'm definitely to blame for that one. Yeah, I couldn't hit the ball. I threw the bad pitches. Yeah, Justice, I think that should work. I mean, I couldn't imagine it not working. So anytime it rains in the desert, you got to go out and get blessed by the rain gods. And I think today's going to be a good day. Hustle Wilson, what's going on? Matthew, to be honest, I haven't even looked at that game yet. I glanced at it for a brief second, but I really didn't put my effort into that game just yet. We'll take a look at it in here. And if we sweep the board on everything today, then I guess I'm going to have to pay somebody to dump some water off the third floor of the top of the office on top of me and act like it's raining. Yeah, Scott, I left you guys on base. Sorry, guys, I couldn't hit in the winning runs yesterday. I couldn't make those passes that Drew Brees kept screwing up. Unfortunately, I wish I could have. I wish I could have. Justice, this barbershop poll that you see right now is just the fictional one. I actually have the real one. But what I need to make a bracket. And I just never get the time because all I'm doing is handicapping games and doing all of that stuff. But yeah, I need to buy a piece of metal, cut it, drill a couple holes, and call it an easy day. And then I'll be able to hang it. But I've got a real one, and it lights up and it spins. And that's my goal. And I could see I would imagine it wouldn't take me too long. I just got to get a piece of metal. That's all. Just needing a piece of metal. Just haven't had time to go buy it. And the metal I have is too big and too thick. Brad asked, what happened to the Saints defense? Apparently they did not come to play yesterday. Looked pretty good in the first half, although their defense in the first half didn't look as bad as the Raiders' offense in the first half. Or the first quarter, excuse me. And the Raiders definitely poured on the momentum. Got to hand it to Coach Gruden. He made the necessary adjustments. And Justice, that's what she said. No, the metal that I have is too big and too thick. It doesn't fit. So nonetheless, we're looking for a good day today. Let's get the live chat rolling. If you haven't done so, do us a favor. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. Help get our video trending on YouTube. I can see a lot of you did not. Jay, good morning. Jermaine, good morning. To the 3 douchebags with the thumbs down, thank you for showing up. Thank you for that added view. Thank you for that user interaction. What you don't realize is the thumbs down doesn't hurt us. It still helps us. So thank you. Absolutely thank you. Love having you guys join us. Marcus says the Raiders killed my parlay. Saints disappointed me. Yeah, definitely. Keith Davis says, too bad the fans can't enjoy those beautiful new stadiums, LA and Vegas. You know, they will soon. They will soon. You know, I'm sure after the election, things are definitely going to lighten up. It doesn't matter who you vote for and who gets elected. I'm sure regulations and all that stuff will definitely lighten up, and we'll see things starting to return to a little more normal than we have now, I would imagine. I mean, I could be completely off base and wrong, but I can't see how it doesn't. Matt Zolo, I don't get why you're the only capper who actually shows everything you bet. Lots of scumbags only show winning tickets. Yeah, it's because they don't bet. And when they do bet, It's usually for small dollar amounts. I know I piss off a lot of people that want to act big and tall in this industry because, you know, they don't ever show a ticket and they want to say, oh, I bet, you know, $3,000 or I bet $5,000 a game. You guys should follow me, blah, 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 blah. But in reality, we know they don't bet. In reality, we know they don't bet. And for whatever reason, and if you guys ever figure it out, let me know. But they don't like to show losing tickets. You know, I think losing tickets are more valuable than winning tickets. In my personal opinion, I do. I do. I really do. I really do. I mean, hell, I did a $1,000 four-teamer yesterday for fun. And the only one that killed it, was the Cardinals, which was the free premium play I gave out. That was the only one that killed it. It was the only one I was waiting for. Here's a copy of it. Cubs money line. Winner. Braves. Winner. St. Louis Cardinals. Flippin' loser. Saints Raiders over. Winner. 1,000 wins a little over 7,000. See it right there on the screen. Sad, right? Pretty sad if you ask me. But yeah, I don't mind showing off losers. I mean, I showed off a $125,000 loser. Not too long ago. What was that, 3 years ago now? On the live show? All my OGs remember that one. Matt says, it's never fun to lose, but it's important to be real. I respect cappers that got nothing to hide. You know, nothing to hide. Never says you've been doing a lot of parlays lately. Little fun money parlays. It's because I've been hitting them. I got like a little side pot for just parlays. And if that dwindles back down to even, then I'll stop. You know what I mean? This is my little fun money. Jermaine says you show both. Absolutely. Love to. Lou, what's going on? Would definitely get it back. Jeff says, I think losing tickets go further with players than winning tickets. You know, I agree. I agree. You know, there's a lot of services out there that just will only show you a winner. They'll never show you that loser. That is it's a fact, a cold hard fact. How do I feel about the Phillies in Game 1? Well, for starters, I love their pitching matchup. I love the advantage that they should have. Let me put that out there. That they should have. Brad needs a hug. I'm in the business of delivering winners, not hugs. Hugs cost extra. Justice, yeah, he shows tickets, but don't get me started on him and the group that he works for. Because you sign up with him, you get upgraded by the guys in Baltimore, like ASAP. You guys want to get pounded with calls and upgrades and all of that bullshit. He's definitely not a one-man shop like he leads everybody to believe. He's just the face of a broiler room on the East Coast. And how do I know that? It's because I know the guy behind it. He's actually a friend of mine, so I know them. John says, please finish up what I was saying about the Phillies. Okay, I will. But I don't want to, just as I see you retracted it, you're all good. But no, he's, does he show tickets? Absolutely. Is the guy real? Yeah, and he bets. But there's a big company behind him that pays him. Never, as we're not going to say on here. But there's a big company based off of the East Coast in Baltimore that as soon as you sign up, you're going to get pounded. And it's funny, it's the same people in the same phone room as, God, who was that group? They had some really good email marketing a couple years ago. They still do. The Bookie Nightmare, the Bookie Crusher. I forget the name of their other one. Hi, this is Seven, and I'm a secret guy who knows offshore bookmakers, blah, 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 blah. And it's, the same office running 10 different websites. And how do I know? Because I've been in this industry a long time. I've done business with them in the past with a different company that I worked for. I know the owner. I've had dinner out in Vegas many a times. I could show you pictures of him in my office. So them I know. But yeah, he does bet, Justice. You're right about that. 100%. Tony Rizzuti, oh my Lord. Mister, I bet $100,000 on a free play and then lose. My brother Tony. I knew the NFL would bring you back, sir. I knew the NFL would bring you back. I hope you're doing well. I hope the missus is doing well. You gotta love the I told you so's. I love the I told you so's. Yeah, Alex, that was an easy winner for you. All the way to the bank. You're probably shitting your pants in the first quarter. Thank you, Tony. Doing fantastic. Definitely doing fantastic. Hanging strong, brother. Hanging strong. All right, so as John requested, can I get back to what I was saying about the Phillies game one? Oscar, good morning. Back to the Phillies game number one. As far as my opinion on that one, I love their pitching matchup. Just a matter of if their bats actually show up today. They didn't yesterday. Phillies were a very frustrating team yesterday. We had the team total over. And they had ended up with 6 hits and about a half a dozen walks. 5 to be specific. So they had 11 runners and 9 innings reach base. Their only run was by virtue of the Anibal Sanchez balk. So as far as today goes against Ovoth. Who's 0-5. I love the pitching matchup. I absolutely love it. Big doubleheader today between these two teams. The Phillies, on paper, should win. But the Phillies, on paper, yesterday should have knocked in 6-7 runs, especially based on the numbers that they had. 6 hits, 5 walks, and put up nothing. Joe Dirt, I didn't say anything. It was just what happens in sports. Very respectable, Joe. And I liked what you put on YouTube. I liked what you put up on YouTube when we were commenting back and forth about the old-time Monday Night Football home dog. Yeah, did Harper play? Yeah, he went 0 for 4 yesterday. With 3 strikeouts. Giddy up. Gregarios only had 1 hit as well. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at some baseball, and we'll take a look at some basketball. We'll see how much time we have left. If we do, we'll take a look at some early action NFL. But first, I think it's fair, because a lot of us are in the survivor pool or our pick'em contest, to go over everything. $18 members have been eliminated from the Cappers Direct Survivor Pool. 7 mulligans were issued this week. Remember, if you lose between now and week number 4, you get a mulligan. I'm taking a look at the 7 people. 49ers were the big win. 13 people of the group had the 49ers. 6 had the Steelers. 5 had the Bucks. Myself, I took Arizona. This week, the matchups definitely get a little tighter. So, as far as the survivor pool goes, we have 55 surviving into week number 3. So good luck to all 55. Make sure you guys enter your picks. Now, I will give a word of advice, and take it for what it's worth for the survivor pool, where where you can get a mulligan within the first 4 weeks. Remember, Ruben, I haven't used a mulligan either. So after 4 weeks, after week 4, there's no more mulligans. So if you bust out on week 5, but you never used a mulligan, you're out. So use that mulligan to your advantage when picking your teams. You may want some of these higher quality matchups and teams later on down the season. Whereas in week 1, I just picked Kansas City just to survive. This last week, I took Arizona because I figured they had a good matchup and a good chance to win. So I've been gearing it towards picking a shittier team in the next 2 weeks, trying to squeak out a win on a couple shitty teams in hopes that I, 1, don't need the mulligan, and 2, get rid of some shitty teams out of the survivor pool. Now, as far as the pick'em contest, After week number two, we have two people tied atop the leaderboard who are 8-2 out of our group. Destroyers and Kings fan. You guys are 8-2. So Tom, congratulations. And Michelle, congratulations as well. A lot of people catching up. Big Dog 1012 is 7-3. As well as Michael, 7-3. Mo is 7-3. After a very lackluster start, I get to be tied with Corey Ledbetter as well as Bobby the Champ, who won our Survivor pool and our fantasy football last year, down in the 20th spot. Crazy. Week 2 results, going 3-2 would have you tied for 5th. Tom Weiner going 4-1 last week. Michael 4-1. Glockman 68, which is Pat, 4-1. Tom 4-1. All great week number 2s. Greg says it's like playing pool. You got to position the cue ball for your next shot. Absolutely. Those lines for week number 3 will be updated later today. Those spreads, that way you can start picking your picks. They'll be out at 8:20, or excuse me, a little later this afternoon. But again, congratulations to everybody surviving the Survivor pool. I should have prizes listed here later today. It'll be fun. Lots of football to go. Anything can happen. Yeah, absolutely. So the Saints on the Bet Online contest actually cost me a couple of my Survivor entries yesterday. The only one that we were that we had a loss on is on that one Monday Night Football where we took one on the Titans and one on the Broncos just so we have one advance. But I had a few teams on the Saints yesterday. And ended up losing those ones, but I still got a lot of entries in the winner take all $125,000 contest. But now their pick'em contest on there. I think one of my teams, because I've got 5 entries, my entry number 4. I'm in 245th place after a very slow start, let me tell you. Had a good weekend this weekend in their contest. I think I ended up going 4-1, so hopefully I can round out some more 4-1 and 5-0 days over there, hopefully. They've actually had 3 people go 5-0 both weeks in a row. But then again, sometimes you wonder about which one's real and not in those contests. But anyways. Dustin says, I want to see Taysom Hill quarterback a full game. Breeze was even walking like an old man last night. He definitely was not playing like a healthy Drew Brees. That's for sure. But anyways, let's get on to some baseball because we need to break down some games. I'm having fun bullshitting and chit-chatting and barbershopping, but we want to keep those thumbs downs from coming in, so we better handicap some games and give you guys both sides of the games 3 different times like you can find on different channels, all right? So take the Phillies, take the Nationals, take the Phillies, and just teasing everybody. But anyways, yes, again, Phillies, I do lean towards them in game number 1. However, I just don't know if we can trust their bats today. The full game over, and that is 6.5 in a 7-inning game. The Nationals bats have been cracking. Nola gives up 2 to 3 runs a game, it seems. Usually later on or right away. I think where the Saints made a mistake is they should have signed Teddy Bridgewater again. Because Bridgewater was a fan favorite there, let me tell you. The game that I attended last year and tailgated with Who Dat Bob and Danny Daniels, when the Saints put in Teddy, the crowd erupted. When Drew Brees was down, who got him those 5 straight victories? Teddy. Old Teddy just has never had a good opportunity with a good team. Now here he is, captain in his own ship, but he's got a shitty ship. Let me tell you, he's got a old rickety son of a gun. And I don't know if you guys could hear that rain, but it is absolutely pouring in the desert. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, if I need to go wash my sins away from the holy water that's coming down. But I'm like a kid in a candy shop. Absolutely, Oscar. But with all that rain, I think I have to go run outside and bless myself, especially to keep the good mojo rolling. I went 2-1 yesterday. I wish I could take the camera with me. So give me about 10 seconds. I'm running out the door and running back in, and I'm coming in wet, baby, and then we're going to start winning. I'm going to give every game out for free. Just kidding. But I will give out a game. And we're going to make some money today. But first, I got to bless myself. Holy shit. It is absolutely pouring in the desert. And it's kind of cold. It's kind of cold. All right. All right. Blessed myself. Blessed myself. We're a little wet, but that's okay. It's cold. Holy cow, it's cold in the desert. What the hell happened? Went to bed. It was like 100 something. That's not good. I wanted to go to the lake and go do a little wake surfing. The water's going to get cold. I'm going to have to order me a new wetsuit. It's absolutely pouring. Dustin says it's going to make Derek Carr's mascara run, right? All right, so. Brad says, Kyle walks out, says, oh, I forgot to put it on mute, huh? Says, holy shit, comes back in and soaked. Exactly, Justice, exactly. All right, so. While I do lean towards the Phillies in game one, I definitely can't take them. The Nationals' bats are hot. And the Phillies' bats are not. Kind of rhymes. Sorry, I was looking at something. Getting a little sidetracked here. I don't know if I can lay the juice on them. Now, if there was a Phillies team total to fade Voth, then maybe, possibly a totals play on this one. However, Voth, if you guys remember, we faded his last outing against Tampa Bay, and he only gave up 1 run in 4 innings. His last 2 games have actually been trending in the right direction. The game before Tampa Bay against the Braves, gave up 3 runs on 2 hits. He did have 2 walks and 4 strikeouts in 4 1/3 innings. So he's definitely been trending in the better direction. So as far as that goes, guys, I got to stay off of that game. I can't touch it with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't put your money on it if you gave it to me. At least not today. All right? At least not today. Game number 2. I haven't seen any starters announced, so obviously we can't even touch that one. White Sox and Indians. And we're going to bounce around quick. That way we can get to the NBA. That way we can get to making some money. And if we come across some free plays, we're going to put you on it. All right? We're going to put you on it. Remember, everybody, we are doing our contest again on our daily free play video, this time featuring the Lakers and the Nuggets. Guess the winner as well as the final score. We're sending out swag as well as $150 deposited into a BetOnline account. So make sure you guys enter your guess there before tip-off. That's in our daily free play video. And there's an NBA free play in there. Ryan C., what's going on? As far as the White Sox and the Indians, guys, baseball's winding down. Okay, baseball's winding down. Last week of the regular season, you need to start honing in on who's playing and who's not, who games matter to and who they don't, who's already clinched a berth or the division, who's still trying to make a wild card spot, etc., etc., etc. Those are going to be things that are really important. Now, also don't forget, you still need to take into consideration spoilers. Which coach, which team like to play the spoiler role? Is that going to be the Royals? Could be. Oscar says Cubs trying to win. Absolutely. Padres still have a chance to take the NL West. Granted, they're 4 games back. Anything's possible. Anything is possible. All right, so as far as the White Sox and the Indians go, Lopez against Quintrell. As far as this matchup goes, both of these teams have been hot. White Sox losing 2 straight, whereas the Indians, they were in a little lull the last week. They're trying to snap out of it. They've won 2 straight. They're trying to get into that playoff spot. They got to get past the White Sox. Some of these teams like the Cardinals, the Indians, they've got to win. They've got to continue to win. As far as this matchup, and there's going to be matchups that must-win situations, spoilers, I'm just going to stay off of. And one thing that I've preached this for years, and this is just my personal opinion. The regular season, most of the postseason, I treat exactly the same. The Stanley Cup Finals. Football excluded. I don't consider this rule does not apply to me. Baseball, basketball, hockey. When you get to the World Series, the NBA Finals, the Stanley Cup Finals, I either back my bets down significantly or I don't bet at all, and I become more of a fan than anything for the finals. Reason being is those 2 teams at the time are the best that league has, either the NBA, Major League Baseball, or the NHL. When you have the 2 best teams going at it, generally the line's tight. They're coin flip games. Even if the lines are not tight and there's a big juice, they're still usually coin flip games. Now, I might make a series bet on the outcome of the series or whatever, but as far as capping each individual game and betting them, I'll still cap them, I'll still bet them, but I back them way down and I become more of a fan for the finals than anything. One thing that you'll never find me do in the NBA Finals, Stanley Cup Finals, or the World Series, you're probably not going to find me absolutely pounding a game for a huge amount of money. It's just my personal opinion. I give my advice to you guys, and it's something that I live by, and I follow it to the T every single day. Every single season that it happens. I hear people say in the NBA Finals, oh my God, I lost this much money on this team. Well, you're betting against the best team from the East or the best team from the West. So that's my advice. Take it for what it's worth. But as far as baseball goes or basketball, we're not to that point yet. And when we get to that point, I'll let you guys know. All right, so as far as the White Sox, Indians, I lean towards the Indians, and that's just a straight lean. All right, I'm gonna be steering clear of this game, but I do lean towards the Indians on the money line at minus, I believe, $1.30 is what it's at. But I do lean towards the Indians. Now the Yankees going up against the Blue Jays. Yankees got toasted yesterday. Ended up battling back in the ninth. Ended up being 11-5. 8-2 in their last 10. They've lost 2 straight. Losing to the Red Sox 10-2. And the Blue Jays 11-5. Yanks are in. Yanks will be fine. As far as this game goes, with Garrett Cole on the mound against Tanner Roark, while I do lean towards the Yankees, you got to lay some big juice. Mike Smith says, the Cards have been kicking my ass the last few times they've been recommended. I didn't touch them after yesterday's live show. I've given out the Cardinals twice in the last week. And the last night they lost, but the time before that they won. So they shouldn't be kicking your ass. If you bet them the last time I gave them out over the weekend, they were a winner. We even bet them live on the live show. In-gamed them live on Saturday night. But they came back and actually won. But as far as the Yankees matchup today, they're laying the big juice, 264 with Garrett Cole on the mound. It's not a must-win game. The run line is still too high for me to really want to even touch. Laying 1.5 is minus 171. Going up against Tanner Roark, for all intents and purposes, the Yankees should knock him around. Now, they have in the past. September 16th. Matter of fact, Tanner Roark's last 3 outings have all been against the Yankees. All right? They've all been against the Yankees. And the Yankees have tagged him. 4 innings, gave up 6 runs, 6 hits, had 4 strikeouts and 2 walks. On the 9th against the Yankees, 4 complete innings, gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, both of them solo home runs. He had 3 strikeouts and 3 walks. Could have been a lot more damage done in that game by him. So his last 2 outings have been against the Yankees, and here he is getting the Yankees again. Yankees should do some damage against him. Now, the total of 9.5, maybe. The Blue Jays are a team that could put up some runs. Alex is on the Yankees run line minus $1.60. I wish you luck. I'm off of that one. If I did anything on this one, I'd probably lean towards the over 9.5. That's just a lean. I'll dive more into that game a little bit later. As far as the Brewers and the Reds go, Sonny Gray going up against Anderson. The pesky Reds. When we bet on them, they don't show up. When we fade them, they show up. That's why we call them the pesky Reds around here. Sonny Gray in his 5-3 record, 3.94 ERA, 60 strikeouts on the season, and 45 and 2/3 innings. And that big number, that 21 walks. As far as this one goes, I'm going to take a stab. For some reason, I like the over in this one. Again, just a lean. As of right now, it's just a lean. Mike Smith, how about the Yankees first 5 minus 165? The only thing that I really like and trust in the Yankees game is maybe the total at that. Maybe. I think both teams have the capability to put up some runs. Crazy, the Yankees team total is 6.5. The Blue Jays team total is 3.5. Although I bet you could, depending on which book you're at, you could probably find the Yankees team total at 5.5 at minus $1.30, I would imagine, somewhere around there. So Brewers, Reds, I'm off of that one. I do lean towards the over, though, for some strange reason, but not enough to want to bet it. Sonny Gray with that lingering back issue. 9 days between his last 2 starts, 12 between his last start and today. His last 2 starts, he has been tagged. He's given up 11 runs on 11 hits. And he's had 6 walks in his last 2 outings. He's had more walks than he's had strikeouts, 6-5 in his last 2 outings. Granted, it's been 12 days since his last start with that little lingering back issue. Both teams trying to make their playoff push. If I lean to anything, I lean the over, as well as possibly the Brewers as a dog today. Old Brett Anderson, he had a good outing against the Cardinals not long ago. Gave up 2 runs on 5 hits in 6 innings, 3 strikeouts and 2 walks. So again, a little lean on the dog on the Brewers, who are plus 150 this morning. Small little lean on that one. Now, Cubs and Pirates. Cubs and the Pirates. Quintana on the mound. Hot diggity dog. Hot diggity dog. Oh, Jose getting a start. Jose getting a start. Give me 1 second, folks. Whoop. Hit the wrong button here. Jose getting a big start. Not coming out of the bullpen. As far as this one goes, going up against Brault, you've got the Cubbies laying $1.45, and that line will probably more than likely go up before 7 p.m. Eastern time. Old Stephen Brault and his 1-3 record. He's had a couple games where he's been beat up, but for the most part, he's been rock solid. He did just shut down the Cards in his last outing. He didn't shut them out, he shut them down. Held them to 2 hits and 1 run. He had 8 strikeouts and 2 walks in that game on the 17th. Against Kansas City, Kansas City put up 3 runs on 3 runs on 5 hits and 4 innings. And then the Reds put up 4 runs on 7 hits in 4 2/3 innings. So he's been pushed around a little. He's been pushed around a little. Now the next one. Tampa Bay and the Mets. The Tampa Bay Rays and the Mets. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on. One second. All right, had to respond to something really quickly. As far as Tampa Bay and New York go, Tampa Bay getting the big win yesterday against Jacob deGrom. Jacob deGrom gave up 2 runs on 4 hits, pitched 7 complete innings, 14 strikeouts, and you still lost. The Mets did not bring any run support. As far as this one goes, no deGrom today. Snell against Lugo. I like the matchup. Now, Lugo's not a pitcher that's going to walk a lot of batters. He's got 7 walks in 29 innings, 39 strikeouts. Gives up a lot of ground balls. The only thing that worries me, and I am betting the Rays today, the only thing that worries me with the Rays, who have won 7 out of their last 10 games, is they're just not putting up a ton of runs. They have scored more than 3 runs once out of the last 7 games. Granted, most of those were wins. 2-1 win, 2-1 loss. 3-1 win, 2-1 win. Then there was that big 10-6 win over the Orioles. 3-1 win. 4-2 loss. 6-1 win. 6-3 loss. 5-4 win. Tampa Bay's hitting. Actually, it hasn't been the hitting. It's been more of the scoring. Putting the runs up on the scoreboard. Haven't been the best for Tampa Bay. Now, if they get into a back and forth offensive showdown with the Mets today, which is capable, but I don't really think that that's going to be the case with Blake Snell on the mound. Absolutely, as Mike Smith said, 2 of their top hitters out of the lineup, 100%. We talked about them against Tampa Bay yesterday. Against the Mets yesterday with deGrom on the mound. Regardless of the players being out, I am all over Tampa Bay today. Tampa Bay is a very quality team, and they can move that ball around just outside of the infield with the best of them. I think there's amazing value with Blake Snell and the fact that, first of all, it's the Mets. Now, the Mets have been spoilers for us a little bit, but the fact that we're laying $1.32 on the better team, on the better pitcher, the Rays have 19 losses on the year, first in the AL East. The Rays need one more win. One more. Then they lock up the divisional title. They get that win today. Free play, Tampa Bay laying $1.32 with Snell on the mound against Seth Lugo. All right, we'll put that one up on the board for you guys. Free plays, I'm going to be honest with you. They have been very underperforming, lackluster. Nothing free about them. That changes today. We got blessed by the rain gods, if you remember. All right? Whoa, crashing into shit. Aaron, we're going to be superstitious, all right? We're going to change the color. Be nice if it actually did it correctly for me once. Ay, ay, ay. This thing wants to give us a problem today, huh? Another wants to... Damn technology. Free play of the day. The Tampa Bay Rays. Can he pitch? Can Seth Lugo pitch? Well, first of all, he wouldn't be in Major League Baseball if he couldn't pitch. Seth Lugo is a quality pitcher. Blake Snell all day long, though. Is he going to give up runs? He's going to give us opportunities to put runs up on the board. Matt says that's a pretty sweet board, bro. Toys galore. We got a lot of toys. We definitely got a lot of toys. Can he give up runs? Absolutely. Can he shut a team down? He's done it in the past. For the most part, he's came out of the bullpen. He's had a couple starts this year. Yeah, it's 132 at Bet Online, or at least it was when I gave it out. On your book, it's 140. Bet Online, 132. I'm looking at it right now. But yeah, he should give up runs. It's just going to be up to the Rays to decide how many they put up. Old Red Sox and the Orioles going at it today. The old Red Sox and the Orioles going at it in a 3-game series today. As far as this one, you've got shit versus shit. Now, Nick Pivetta, right-handed pitcher for the Red Sox, making his Red Sox debut. Coming over from the Phillies, going up against Keegan Atkin. Now, definitely disappointing season for the Red Sox. As far as this one, I'm off of it in every direction. Now, the Orioles, I guess technically, mathematically, oh, you guys can't even see, it's still stuck on the board. The Orioles mathematically can still make the playoffs. But they have 6 games remaining, and they're 4.5 games back. Now, Pivetta came over from the Phillies to Boston in a trade last month. Now, Keegan Atkin, he's the rookie left-hander. It's 1-1 on the year. Will be pitching for the Orioles. Obviously, the Red Sox coming off their high win over the Yanks, 10-2. They had that big 12-game losing streak against the Yankees. Now, what can they do today against the Orioles? As far as this game goes, guys, the Orioles are technically, mathematically still alive, but they're 4.5 games back, and they need magic, and they've only got 6 games to work. They don't have a lot of time. They don't get a lot of help. As far as this one goes, I'm off of it 100%. As far as this one, I'm off of it. Won't touch it. Try and put it in my memory bank and monitor this one. But as far as this one goes, I'm not betting it. Not even a lean. I'm not even going to give you guys a lean on this one. And to me, it's just not worth it. Tigers and the Twins, there's no line out on that one just yet, at least that I've seen. It's possible that they updated one, but before we went live, there was no line. Twins begin their final homestand today against the Tigers. This is a 7:40 Eastern time game. And I don't see a line on this one just yet. It's supposed to be Homer Bailey against Skubal. So we'll see when that line comes out. Now, the next matchup is kind of a sore subject. the damn Cardinals and Royals. Gomber against Singer. The Cardinals bats yesterday had so many opportunities to knock runs in. We were winning 1-0 for much of the game, halfway through anyways, and then they tied it in the 5th, and it was the 6th that they allowed some damage. And even all the way through the 6th, we had plenty of opportunities, plenty of runners on. They couldn't get those timely hits. I mean, we had 9 runners reach base. We scored 1 run. Again, 6 hits, 3 walks, no timely hits. You can't put up runs if you either don't hit a home run or a timely hit. As far as the Cardinals go today, even though the Royals are out of it, they're still trying. They're trying to play spoiler. As far as the Cardinals go, I do lean towards the Cardinals. Again, I know it's crazy. I've been riding the Cardinals. Cardinals have made me a lot of money this year. But there's actually 2 games specifically that they lost me a shit ton. But as far as this matchup, I do lean towards the Cards. I think there's some very good value in the $1.15 that they're laying. They're not laying a big juice today. They probably get a win, to be honest. Houston and Seattle. Valdez against Newsom. Houston all day long, but you got to lay the big juice, $1.77. Now, the Mariners can still catch the Astros in the AL West. But congratulations to the Oakland A's on clinching the AL West title. I think it's been 10 years. So congratulations to all the Oakland A's fans. My grandfather would be extremely happy. He probably is up in heaven. Huge Oakland fan. Brian, I agree. Tampa Bay should be a nice winner. Should be a sleeper at that price. Now, Oakland and the Dodgers. Both of these teams have already locked up. Well, Dodgers have locked up a playoff. They were the first team to lock up a playoff spot. Technically, the Padres could still catch them and beat them for the NL West title. They're 4 games back. I believe it's 4 games. But as far as that one goes, Dodgers will get enough wins over the course of between now and the weekend to be able to more than likely take the NL West. At this time, guys, if you guys remember, year after year after year after year, and it's one of the things that I get saving your players for the postseason, having them rest, whatever. But one thing that I don't agree with is the way baseball works, or, well, any sport works. You need to be peaking at the right time. And now's not the time, 6 games left in the season, to not be starting your peak in the right time. Dodgers have won 6 out of their last 10 games. They've just coming off a 6-3 loss over the Rockies. They need to start winning if they want to win in the postseason. Because there's going to be some teams that make the postseason that come in hot, and they may have to run into 1 or 2 of them. And playing lackluster games and not on your best, it's not going to help their case to actually win a World Series this year. Now, as far as this game goes, the A's have already clinched the AL West. I'm off of this game, guys. I'm not going to bet it. If I did anything with Montas and May on the mound, I lean the over. But as far as the side, I don't touch it. Jerry, good morning, sir. As far as the side, I don't touch it. Angels and the Padres, I'm off of that game. No opinion on that one. Henry says fade the Cardinals. Now, there is a rumor in the office that we are working on something, which is true. We are working on something. There is a possibility. Now, you guys know I had my monster game of the year, which is not part of the company's program. It's not part of the premium plays or anything like that. But I had mine, 2 weeks back. But there is a rumor, and it is true, we are looking at a possible matchup later in the week to have the company's game of the year. Now, we don't always have one. We did not put out the company's NBA game of the year, so we don't rush them. We don't put them out just to have them. But there is the possibility, I'm letting you guys know so you guys are prepared. These are where you guys dropped out those big bets on and that we've never let anybody down on. But there is a possibility that we may have one later in the week, aka Thursday. There is the possibility. Now, if we do, I'll be making you guys first aware of it. And if we are going to have it, I will know by tonight. I will know by tonight if we're having a big game of the year for the company. We have a meeting today at 7 p.m. Eastern time to go over it. So all of us will be getting together. Some of us are spread out. So we do have a big conference call at 7 p.m. today, Pacific time. So I won't know about it till late, but I'll be able to either say yay or nay in the daily free play video if we have one. So if we do, I'll let everybody know. And remember, guys, if you're not on my personal plays yet, you've been missing out. We had another winning day yesterday, 3-0 Sunday. We've been winning in the system plays. After the last three, from last night to the one this morning, I believe it's, I might have said in the beginning of the video that it was 20 or 28 straight, but I believe it's 26 straight. I believe it's 26 straight now. But if you're not on the system plays, that you're missing out on. End of the year system plays sale, $300 for all the system plays between now and the end of the World Series. That's baseball, that's Major League Baseball, Japanese baseball, and KBO. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 straight. So I am right. 28 straight winners. Not bad. 44-2 in the last 46. Not bad. And they're not huge. They're not big money lines. A lot of dogs mixed in. Hansen Tigers plus 110. Astros minus 159. White Sox plus 136. Yomiuri Giants plus 110. Chiba Marines minus 120. Braves minus 154. Hansen Tigers minus 145. Chinichi Dragons plus 110. Oryx Buffaloes plus 140. Chiba Marines plus 110. I'm just going down. Toronto Blue Jays minus 128. A's minus 128. Yada, 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 yada. Dustin, is it possible just to buy the game of the year? Yeah, we always sell just the game of the year. It's not part of it. The game of the years are one-offs. They're not part of any other package. They're always one-off. But yeah, if we're going to have it, it'll probably go up on the website, I would imagine, tomorrow. For all my stock buddies up there or out there, Penn taking a big run this morning, back up from the the high 69s. We just popped over 74 a share. Although 74.5 was today's high. So interesting to see. It's up 5.7% today. Interesting to see if it still runs. I'd love to see it run. We can't seem to break that 74. We can't seem to break that 74. Steven, will I have my game of the week? Yeah, I'll have my. I've been working on that every single day. But obviously, I got to wait till lines come out and pitching matchups are a little more confirmed. But yeah, I've definitely been working on a game of the week. Definitely been working on that. Greg says, it's funny how I still find myself betting KBO and Japanese baseball. Absolutely. Absolutely. No doubt about it. All right, guys, so what I want to do now is I want to jump into the NBA. All right, want to jump into the NBA. If you watch the daily free play video, I gave out a play on the side. I'm not going to discuss the side here, but what we will discuss is we will discuss the total here. All right, let's take a look at the NBA game. I got the live odds coming up, and if you want to know what our free play is on the side of the game, if you already know what it is, please don't post it in the comment section. But go watch the daily free play video. And in the daily free play video, we are running our contest again because nobody won it yesterday. A couple of you were close. Cappers Direct swag packages, as well as $150 in your Bet Online account. You need to guess the correct winner and the final score prediction on our daily free play video. So when you're done here, go watch the daily free play video. There's an NBA free play in it that we are going to win, as well as enter the contest. Now, Lakers laying 6.5. Total at 214. Michael says it'll run, needs time though. I agree. Would love to see it run. Seem to be peaking around the high 73s. Stack up. Any NBA props? I generally don't do the props in the postseason. I generally steer clear of the props in the postseason with the exception of the NFL. But as far as this one goes, I do think there's some good value in an opportunity. Now, Lakers laying 6.5, total over and under 214. I'm popping up the live odds from this one, as well as where the money's at. That way you can make a determination of when you're supposed to be betting and when you're not. Aramis, good morning. Thank you. Thanks, brother, for joining us. All right, so first of all, taking a look at today's game. 85% of the public and the bettors alike are on the over. Just 15% on the under. Now, granted, these numbers will actually update in about 2 hours. So these are the overnight numbers. All right, these are the overnight numbers. 61% were betting on the Lakers. 62% taking the Lakers money line. Sabino, thank you. I appreciate that. Says, what's up, bro? Thanks for the show. You're very welcome. I have a blast. Win, lose, or draw. I absolutely I love doing the shows. Love doing the shows. And I don't care. I mean, I do care that I took the Saints because I lost money on it. But I don't care that even though I lost, the naysayers came in, I told you so, I told you to take the Raiders. Well, if you told me to take the Raiders, why didn't you bet the house on it? That doesn't bother me or anything like that. I love doing the shows. Win, lose, or draw, I love doing the shows. It's a lot of fun. I get to converse with you guys. And, my job here at the company, I'm not required. YouTube's just turned into my little pet project. The live shows turned into my pet project, and it turned into something else that's coming in the very near future as well. So it's been a lot of fun, and I always enjoy it. Win, lose, or draw, I always enjoy the show part. Now, I don't enjoy losing. I'm probably the biggest sore loser that there is. I absolutely despise losing. I like winning in everything that I do in life. And, I bet for a living. So, obviously, I don't like losing here. But as far as this one goes, and as far as where the line's been, line been 6.5. The money's pouring in. And they're keeping the money at 6.5. Now, some people said, the total opened up at 209. I never saw 209. Joe Dirt, you're very welcome, my brother, and I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Sabino. I appreciate that. We're always trying to get the show to be better and do more things and keep improving on what we do. Keep improving what we do on a continuous basis. Give me 1 second, folks. All right, so I know some people said, you got to jump on the over. The line spiked 5 points. As far as I saw 214 from the get-go. I never saw 209. As far as I ever saw, it's been 214 from the get-go. Now, first half line. Lakers laying 3.5. Total over 109.5. Just looking at a couple avenues. Now, one thing that I did like, and I'm going to be honest with you. Sabino, 10 a.m. on the East Coast, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Saturday and Sunday. So we go early on Saturday and Sundays, real early Saturday and Sundays, 6 o'clock here when we go live on Saturday and Sundays to break down college football and the NFL. And then Saturday and Sundays, we just started doing a second live show called Live Wager, where we focus only in on live betting, in-game betting. And we do that during the second quarter of the games. And those start roughly 9:30 and then 1:30 on Sundays for the second shows. Yeah, I had a couple people tell me 209. I saw somebody post in the comment section earlier. I don't remember who it was. About something about 209 on the total. But I never saw 209. Definitely, Sabino, hit that subscribe button. Guys, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, we put out content 7 days a week. Free plays the last couple days, I'll be honest, they've sucked. They've absolutely sucked. I'll be the first to admit it. The free plays in the last 3 days, 4 days, have been uneventful, costly, and they've sucked. And we don't just throw out free plays. We actually give you plays that are part of our paid packages. And sometimes, for instance, like my personal plays. This is a prime example. I gave out 3 personal plays yesterday to all my clients. You can go buy my package, buy 3 days, get 3 days free for $99, and you would have got these 3 games. I gave out the Braves team total over 4.5, winner in the second inning. I gave out the over in the Saints game, winner, and then I gave the Saints laying the 4, which is what I gave you guys. So of my 3 premium plays, I picked one to give to you guys. And unfortunately, the only personal play that I gave you guys, hitting the volume button, the only one that I gave you, 1 out of my 3, was the only loser that I gave my clients yesterday. So sometimes free plays aren't the best representation of what we really do behind the scenes. So while we lost the free play on the Saints, every one of my clients on my personal plays made money yesterday. So, but I'll be the first to admit, free plays, they've sucked. They've been underperforming. They've been under what they need to be. And now that it rained outside in the desert, and I ran outside and did circles, and get that good mojo on the way, we'll be good to go now. But anyways, but as far as the free plays, we definitely need to pick it up. And, because I bet everything that we give out. So definitely need to. But yeah, as Max says, losing is part of the business. And it's crazy. It's like I didn't have a losing day yesterday, but unfortunately for the free play viewers, I lost for you guys. And that sucks. That definitely sucks. Aaron, do I personally think Denver wins one? Myself personally, I'd like to think that LeBron James doesn't allow it to happen. As far as the game today, I think Denver, if Denver in game number 2 did not wake up LeBron James and Anthony Davis and the rest of the Lakers bench, that what happened to the Clippers is possible to them. If it didn't wake up LeBron, then he has no reason being one of the named the GOATs for basketball. The service says, get the free plays going, brother. I want to join your monthly package. Well, whenever you're ready, we are here. Zero pressure on that side. Thank you, Henry. I appreciate that. I know you've been with me for a while. But as far as this game goes and the rest of the series, if it didn't wake up LeBron James and Anthony Davis, that losing is a possibility to the Denver Nuggets. And I promise you, after the ridiculing that has taken place over Kawhi Leonard and what happened to the Clips, he don't want that on his back. He don't want that on his resume. I think they allowed him to make it a close game in game number 2. I think they thought they'd come out and sail easily, and the Nuggets gave them all they could handle. Lakers jumped out to that early lead and then just allowed the Nuggets to stay within arm's reach and then end up having to come from behind. I don't think that's the case today. I do not think that's the case today. I don't think the Lakers mess around. As far as the total goes, as long as the Lakers come out and perform like they're supposed to, I lean towards the over. I do lean towards the over. However, I think the line being at 214 is high. I really do. I think the correct line on this game should be 208, 209. However, when the books put it at 214, they instantly program you in your mind to think, oh, that line's 214. The books think there's going to be a lot of points. There was only 200 and so, low 200s in game number 2. Game number 1 went flying over. So we're going to put it at 214 and they're going to screw with your mind. The masters of the minds. Vegas and the offshore books can manipulate you into thinking you need to bet a certain direction over or under based on where they set a line at. With all intents and purposes, this game should go over. However, I'm off for the total on this one. I think the total should be a little lower. I want to see a little more out of LeBron James and Anthony Davis in game number 3. Maybe game number 4. I'll be willing to make a bet. Aaron says Lakers win it all barring no injuries. I do agree. Now, there is something that I do like. It does come with a little juice. But I think there's some extreme value in it. First of all, I don't think the Lakers lose a game. At least not game 3. I think the Lakers win today, in my personal and professional opinion. However, I'm not a big teaser guy. I am not a big teaser guy. But I think the lines here, especially on the total, are juiced. I think the total should be 208, as I said, or 209. Okay? That's where I have the total at. Not the final score, but where I think the total should have been. But one avenue that I like, and I'm going to give this one out, and very seldom do I give out a teaser. But when I do, if you guys remember those Sunday NFL teasers, which I need to start doing again for you guys, I'd post them on my Twitter. And speaking of Twitter, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, you should. All right, follow me on Twitter at CapNationKyle. I've got a link going in here as well. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. I post all kinds of additional free plays that don't make it on YouTube. All right, and if you're not on my personal plays, now's my personal invitation to you. Buy 3 days, get 3 days free. Do it and do it now. That way we continue to win. Now, one of the things that I'm going to be giving out today to my clients that are capable to bet a teaser, and I'm going to give it to you guys because I think there's some extreme value in this game. At BetOnline, you can do a 6-point basketball teaser. Now, it does come with juice, all right? A $150 wager will win you $100, so you do have to lay like $1.50 on it. But remember, juice only matters if you lose, and I don't think this one loses. I think this one will be a winner. You can tease the Lakers down to a half a point, and the total at 208. Now, the only thing, remember, when you do less than a 3-team teaser at BetOnline, ties lose on a 6-point teaser. You need a 3-team teaser or more for ties to reduce. So if the total lands at 208, we're screwed. We lose. So we get any combination of 208, 108, 100, 109, 99. Then we're screwed. But I don't think that's the case. I think this is going to be a winner. All right, so we're going to throw it up here with the new ink. Oh, it almost made the 6. So it teases the Lakers down to a half. Oh, I don't know what the heck that's happening. And here, I'll show you guys on the board exactly what we're doing. Sorry, I didn't flip the screen. And that right there is something that I 100% will be betting. Dustin H says, do a 5.5 teaser for only 130 juice, telling you. The difference between the juice is not a factor to me. The difference between laying $1.30 and $1.50 is 20 cents. And Lakers winning by 1 and over 208.5, well, then you might be pushing with the Lakers winning by 1. So hindsight, either way, juice only matters if you lose. But either way, I think both you're probably safe at both, but I'm going to take the better odds. How do you make a teaser at BetOnline? First of all, select both teams. And then in your bet slip, it gives you the option to straight bet, parlay, teaser, or if bet. Do a teaser. Click on the teaser button. Chilo says, I'm taking the Nuggets plus the points. I wish you the best of luck, my brother. JH, help you understand system plays. System plays are a progressive betting style. We're betting individual games inside of a series following a double up your bet strategy. It's a progressive betting style. They're not just individual bets. An entire system is individual games inside of a series. So once you win one, we're done. Follow the betting strategy and the betting guide that's listed there for you and is written. And it's very, very, very simple. If you want more in depth on how to bet a system play, because I'm going to guess by the way that you're writing in the comment section that you probably don't understand exactly what a system play is. And I would think that this far into a system play, that if you don't know how to properly bet them, you're probably not enjoying them. But definitely shoot us an email. We'll be more than happy to break it down a little easier for you, or you understand it now. Okay. But yeah, system plays, it's a progressive betting system. It's just a different style and strategy on how to bet and how to be successful. So we don't grade individual games as your record. It's a system. That system counts for one. Either one win or one loss. Now that system may be one game, like the Braves were yesterday, a game one winner. Or it could be a 2-game, a 3-game, or 4-game. So system plays are a tad bit confusing at first. But once you understand it and you know how to bet it, they're the most painless, easy to understand. Follow the system, make money. Follow the system, make money. Now, there's times when they lose, but the winners outweigh the losses. And I tell this to everybody, that if we had system plays for 11 months out of the year, which obviously we never will, but if we had baseball for 11 months out of the year, the system plays, it's all I would ever bet. I would never have to bet anything else. I could just kick back, bet those, stress-free, and let them make money. And that's exactly what I would do. But that's not the way that it always works. We don't get baseball for 11 months out of the year, unfortunately. I wish we did. No problem, JH. Any questions, feel free to shoot us an email. Give us a call. I'll be more than happy to talk more in depth about them. It's something that I believe in, and I bet religiously. That's a fact. And the funny thing is with system plays, even small bettors that are betting, as long as you're on like a season pass from the beginning, our $25 bettors were profitable within like the first 2 weeks. They had paid for, or first 3 weeks have already paid for their entire season. So it's always a good deal. Steve says half over 109. I see 109.5 at BetOnline. The problem with the over in the first half, if they have one of those quarters, which they haven't had yet in the first half, but if they have one of those quarters that's just that barn burner that's super slow, you're going to be screwed on the over first half. Personally, it should go over. But I'm laying off of it. I'm laying off of all the first half bets. So, as we showed up on the board, the 2 free plays. And then again, I do lean towards the over, the full game over. But that's what I have. So I'm going to get out of here, guys. I will be back live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 Pacific, bright and early in the morning to have my morning cup of joe with you guys. But we're about out of coffee, and it's probably cold being 2 hours old. But thank you to everybody that joined in. Thank you to everybody that's been on board. Thanks to everybody that always follows, hits the thumbs up button. Don't forget, comment in the comment section of our daily free play video. That way you have a chance to win some swag as well as money into Bet Online. All right, guys. Nick, thank you. I know you're new to the website. If you're watching, Nick, I seen that you just signed up for 3 days of the premium plays. That gets doubled to make it 6. And thank you for jumping on board. Everybody else, thank you for jumping on board. Michael, no problem. Be on time tomorrow, Michael. Be on time tomorrow. Just teasing you. I did like your comment, though. I'm always late, but worth the wait. Tom, you're welcome. Steven, you're welcome. It's minus 150. A little bit of juice. Like a quality baseball play. Steve Robinson says Rockies SL over 3.5. I'm not sure what you're meaning, the Rockies SL over 3.5. Brandon just getting here and we're just leaving. Brandon waking up late. We're taking the kids to school. Are you meaning the Rockies team total? Over 3.5. As far as that game, I'm off of that game. The Rockies' bats have been hot. But they get old Drew today. It probably goes over. All right, guys. John, only you can decide if you want to take them first half or money line. I'm betting the full game. I bet full games. Unless I give out a first half specifically, I bet full games. I'd rather have my money on 9 innings than 5. All right, guys, I am out of here. Enjoy your Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Be safe. Bet responsibly. Guys, seriously, bet responsibly. Always bet within your means. All right, guys? Good luck, everybody. Ali, rewind towards the beginning. About 45 minutes into the show, we discussed that game. Take it easy, everybody. Enjoy your Tuesday. Good luck, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning.